It's 15:15 and I just got home. And man, I do not have a good feeling about this. Went to see the chemistry people. The people took chemistry. Paper 3. And didn't sound all that good. So at all. Alright, they said paper 3 was nice, but paper 3 is that option. That option is always doable, easy, or hard. It's an option. Something you choose alternatively, like something extra. So of course, yeah, that was generally easy. But the way they felt about paper 1 and paper 2 was that basically the IB you're trying to capital F U C K over. So they're trying to screw people. I thought I'd talk with my friend. He liked the exam ish, but like chemistry had 11 topics, and he was standard level, so high level had probably more topics. And from those 11 topics, only like 3 of those topics came, and like one question about organic chemistry only. So I don't know. He had his complaints there, and yeah, I kind of like feel or understand, like especially for biology. I remember people that were complaining like, "Yo, we never learned this. Yo, we never learned this," and all that stuff. And yeah, for chemistry, you could kind of say the same. Like they asked about stuff that wasn't really studied by people. Like, okay, it's in the syllabus, but it's not an important topic or chapter, and you ask questions about it. Like, okay, if the IB is able to ask questions about it in detail, then yeah, I think it should be in a more important topic that you could recognize just from the amount of content or the difficulty or how broad it is. So, like, straight out from me to you, your fault. All right, and now that my opinion about that is gone, let's go to my opinion about what this means for physics. So bio and chemistry, or biology and chemistry, or rather, had some stuff that wasn't in the syllabus. And I have my physics exam in 2 days. It's Friday. I have my physics exam in 2 days, and oh god. Okay, speaking honestly, I have studied. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say like, oh boy, God, didn't study nothing, man. I know nothing. I studied, and it didn't work. That's where I'm coming to you, honestly. And I studied chapter 8, energy production, topic 8, whatever you want to call it. Energy production, electromagnetic induction, electricity, fields. I didn't do mechanics yet. I did thermal energy, like way in the beginning. But yeah, it didn't work out. Especially recently. Recently I had surprisingly a lot of things on my mind, like the end of exams are approaching. What's gonna happen after then? Alright, what will I be doing after my exams are done? Until from the period from now until graduation, what will I do with my life? Like, of course, prepare for university, but these exams, they can go anywhere. They can either make me pass and then, yay, university, off we go. But if I don't pass? Especially because of physics. Like, physics is generally a hard subject. Like, the question, physics is nice as a field of study. But the questions you're able to ask about physics, those can be so penetratingly difficult that you actually have to like put up a proper barrier so that that question doesn't get to you. It doesn't mess with all your brains and all that stuff, and mixes your mind, confuses you. That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't know. I'm scared for physics. I'm really scared for physics. That's me speaking honestly. That's me showing off how not well prepared I am. Like, I will be saying, yo, physics is easy, man. like, okay, last time I studied for physics properly and actually had a proper good result was like a year ago in April. It's May 2017. That was April 2016. And I got like a 4. Okay, it was like a high 4, almost a 5. I got like a 4, 48%, yeah. And that was like, damn. I studied and I actually understood some of the questions. I actually knew how to do some of the questions, and I did it. But now, I'm gonna go to an exam where I haven't studied the questions, and I have no clue what the questions are gonna be like. Because obviously we get tested on past papers because we've never seen the past papers before. But your boy knows where to find resources. And yeah, I'm just super scared. I'm like, I don't know what my future is gonna be after this, because physics is like, you have this, calculate this, explain why this happened, explain what would happen if you changed it to that, and draw some diagrams, and it's logical stuff. It's mathematics mixed with some reasoning behind it, and you really need to understand the theories, the formulas, and the way the formulas work, the way units work, the way you can find distance from having energy. Like that's what I mean. That's what I have to know. That's what I have to master to be able to understand physics. But that's for understanding physics, not the actual exam itself, where they'll ask questions, and they're gonna ask questions of stuff that's not even in the syllabus. So I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared, especially because I'm not a good physics student. At least during my IB years. My other years, I was like good to better physics student. I liked physics. That's why I took it even. And now I'm here in this state where I'm like, oh gosh, Lord save me. So that's my little rant, 7 minutes long rant about the weekend before physics. And then after that I have geography. Say the geography. Man. After somehow mix and balance those two, I got a plan, but not for physics. Not a 2-day plan for physics. Especially because paper 1 and paper 2 will be on the Monday, in the afternoon at least. And the next day will be paper 3. And that's where I'm kind of worried because, okay, paper 3 is the option, alright? The option is that extra stuff. Like if you know the core stuff, the basics, the stuff that you're supposed to know from the syllabus, you can do the core stuff. Except for the core stuff probably have more definitions, more terms, more formulas, and all that stuff that you have to know. They won't even have more formulas. They'll just give you this and this. It's in the data booklet anyway, so yeah. That's the option. So I'm not completely worried about that. It's astrophysics. Little known fact, I want to become an astrophysicist, or at least hold a PhD in astrophysics. So there's that excitement from the option, and the option is quite easy. Like I managed to score at least a decent scoring grade in my mock exam for the option, so I'm not worried about that. But paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1, multiple choice. Cross out the wrong ones. If they're all confusing, you have probability. And now probability is something that shouldn't be relied on, but probability will have to be relied on. And the probability that it can be wrong and that it can be right is out of 4. Right? 1 out of 4. And now if you cross out wrong ones, you increase your chances, obviously. Like the obvious wrong ones, then you increase your chances that can be either this or this to a half and another half. But yeah, that's multiple choice. But paper 2, oh my gosh, I have to get to study waves. Haven't done that yet. That's a bad idea. I should do it like today. So enough of me wasting my time talking to you about me not being able to study because I have a lot of things on my mind, and I'm not going to pass this exam because other people are saying it's been hard. I've been saying it's been hard, and I know that physics exam will be hard, and I haven't studied. I haven't prepared myself to a point, or studied to a point, where I'm confident to answer any single question you can throw at me in terms of IB. So, goodbye, people. Back to studying.